Have you ever felt trapped in a relationship you knew was destroying you? But somehow, you couldn't let go? Even after the abuse? Even after the lies? Your heart kept reaching back? That pull is called a trauma bond. And it's one of the most powerful chains that keeps survivors stuck with narcissists. Today, we're going deep. Because I want to show you not just what a trauma bond is, but the steps you need to finally break free, for good. Stay with me to the end, because the last shift I'll share isn't just about leaving them behind. It's about reclaiming yourself. What a trauma bond really is. A trauma bond isn't weakness. It isn't you being stupid. It's survival. When you were with the narcissist, your brain and body learned to confuse chaos with love. The cycle of being adored one moment, and devalued the next, flooded you with dopamine, adrenaline, and cortisol. Those chemicals wired your nervous system to crave the highs, even if it meant enduring the lows. So when you tried to leave, it didn't feel like freedom. It felt like withdrawal. This isn't about you lacking strength. It's about your biology being hijacked. Why trauma bonds keep you stuck. Here's why it feels impossible to move on. The narcissist gave just enough crumbs of love to keep your hope alive. They conditioned you to believe you were the problem. And the fear of being alone felt heavier than the abuse itself. This push and pull created an addiction to the relationship. And like any addiction, it can't be broken by willpower alone. It takes awareness, support, and healing. The first step to break free. The very first step is radical clarity. You have to stop telling yourself the story that it was love. Because it wasn't love. It was control. It was manipulation dressed up as affection. When you call it what it really was, your brain begins to separate them from the idea of love. And that's where freedom starts. Write it down. Say it out loud. Every time the memories try to convince you otherwise, remind yourself, it wasn't love. It was a trauma bond. Practical steps to heal. Now, how do you actually break it for good? 1. No contact, or as little contact as possible. Every message, every glance, every phone call reactivates the bond. Protect yourself like your life depends on it. 2. Rewire your nervous system. Grounding practices, deep breathing, journaling, even walking outside, help your body learn that calm is safe. 3. Replace the cycle with new habits. The narcissist conditioned you to expect chaos. Create routines that bring stability, daily affirmations, healthy friendships, exercise. 4. Challenge the fantasies. When your mind drifts back to the good times, remind yourself, the good was bait. It was never sustainable. 5. Seek support. Healing doesn't happen in isolation. Whether it's therapy, support groups, or communities like this one, you need voices that remind you of the truth when your mind tries to forget. The final mindset shift. Here's the truth that changes everything. You weren't in love with the narcissist. You were trauma bonded to the cycle. And once you see that, you realize what you were really craving wasn't them. It was peace. It was safety. It was love. And those things don't live in their world. They live in yours, the one you're rebuilding right now. Breaking the trauma bond isn't about forgetting them. It's about remembering you. And every time you choose yourself, the bond weakens. And your freedom grows stronger. If this spoke to you, subscribe, because your healing isn't just possible. It's already happening. And together, we're unlearning the lies. One step at a time.